I don't know what the name is in English is, but in French it's bienveillance. It's to take care of someone. We need to take care of us because we are in the middle of nowhere.
So social media is good, but real life connection's better.
It's better, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to this beautiful setting here in Malta. Quite pretty spectacular setting for our podcast today. We're here to talk about Stronger Together, how exchanges can build and empower crypto communities. And I have these three fantastic guests with me who are experts in this topic. Starting off with Julien Coppola, who is the founder of CryptoSquare, a community based in the French-speaking part of Belgium. We have Yun, who's based in Malta. Welcome you to your own country. And is an expertise in blockchain technology, working for BN Crypto. And finally, but not by no means least, we have Gilles Dunheiser, also an entrepreneur, organizes crypto conferences in Belgium and the founder of crypto community 0x32 from the Flemish part of Belgium. So, two Belgian people here today.
Yeah, we represent.
Yeah. Maybe you could give us a bit more background on yourselves and your journey in crypto to date.
Yes, of course, with pleasure. Thank you for the invite. I start my journey in crypto maybe 10 years ago. And I launched CryptoSquare, the community, 3 years ago. And we organize events every month in Brussels. And we travel on the conference like ETHCC or this kind of conference. And we organize side events. And it's patient. And we open a Web3 hub also in Brussels in the co-working space. And we have a brand who work with us, but I can't drop names, so voila. You can check on the website.
Sounds fascinating. Yen, how about you?
So yes, I started from traditional finance, actually, the crypto journey. I started from traditional finance and then going into tech, and then landing in crypto space, which I found really comfortable and promising, and still stay in here. So core market cap, and now working for BN Crypto, a global media platform. So connecting from a corporate media point of view with end users as well as clients. So yeah, very happy to be a part of the podcast and speaking to all of you guys today.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to have you here. Gilles, how about you?
Yeah, I think it's funny that I have quite a similar story as Julien, but in the Flemish part of Belgium. So also started like 10 years ago out of passion with crypto. Always tried to look for a way to make it my profession, but it was not that easy. And then 3 years ago, also started a community, 0x32. And also doing these kind of events. And it's great to come to Malta with him, because I think we didn't know each other that well first. But now I feel we're getting a good connection, and that's important that we come together with communities to bring more adoption and do more things together in Belgium, especially in such a small country.
We will do more stuff together this year.
Oh, well, start of a beautiful friendship, it sounds like. Well, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Janet Irvine. I'm the Global Head of Regulatory at OKX. Like yourself, Ian, I started in traditional finance and made my journey into crypto a year ago. And it's been an exciting journey and a really exciting time for the industry, particularly in regulation. But more interestingly, let's move to talking about crypto communities. So, what strategies do you think exchanges should adopt to build trust in a meaningful way and be able to engage on a wider scale crypto communities? I'll hand it over to you, Julien.
It's a good question. For me, education is the key. We need more education. People must understand what's happened, what is an exchange, how it works, what is crypto, what is blockchain. So for me, education is one of the future of the key.
And what about to non-crypto users? Obviously, crypto users, they're familiar with the space, but how do we engage non-crypto users? Do you have any thoughts on that, Yun?
So a different question. I think we should still separate these two kind of community, because the kind of information they need is quite different. So for people who's experienced crypto trading, that is deep dive of the industry and community, there should be a channel of information for them. And then for the mass non-crypto users who only hear about the concepts, there should be micro training, micro courses, explain what's happening in a very simple message with metaphor for them to understand. For example, when we have our own community in Being Crypto, we separate two segments. So one is for non-educational or non-experienced crypto users. One is for deep dive, like very technical traders. But obviously, there's always things that is overlap for both of them, like news, projects that come to the market, certain things related to global environments, movements, and trends, so that we share contents based on the source of the content and also the end users, what kind of their profile they are, what kind of things they're looking for. So I would say being very close to the industry as well as the users, also in a global environment, is very important.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think user protection is really fundamental to maintaining credibility and really making sure that the industry is headed in the right direction. Gilles, what about you? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think education indeed, but I feel sometimes it's still a vague term, but you need to really get them engaged in it. And I think gamification is a good way to do it, to really get education out there, because I have a lot of friends who are not in the space that asking questions about it. What is it? But it's hard to get them like really educated without them doing the things. And I think a platform with gamification would be a good solution there.
Yeah, accessible education.
Accessibility
I think is,
and education. Yeah.
Like another point to share in terms of how to manage sufficient way to keep a community and build long-term relationship is we work with various exchanges, like especially very closely with OKX, that we see there's a few very important factors when building long-term relationship with the communities. First of all, you need to understand what they're looking for and doing user research. I know this is something that is such an old topic. We've been talking about it so many times, but being curious about your community is so important. Where did they hear about you? Which funnel did they find you? Why did they follow you? And which journey and which traffic they're coming in? Which demographic? What's their occupation? What's their age group? And that using polls in the community to find out what kind of information looking for. And also, second is make it diversify the information in the community. So not just making about trading pairs, about bonuses, opening an account if you join the community. It's not about just about tournaments, but about diversify information. For example, we're doing an event here, we're launching these certain products, or we have a new feature of X amount APR, we have earns. Also, things that are not fully commercial, but that is relevant for the community. And the third is to really protect the space. Because of the nature of Telegram, for example, which most of the community is active, there's certain messages that you need to draw discipline principles so that not everybody can post certain things. We do have to kind of clean up certain messages or clean up certain users because of certain things they say in the community. So you have to protect the environment of the community that you build. So that these three pillars is very important. Obviously, most importantly, I would say, is to regularly interact, not just dropping random messages every 2-3 days, but being regular, consistent, having diversified content, also give micro incentive like promotion in the community so that they will stay with you long term.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think real and meaningful local engagement is the key here, and maybe that's what's missing. What are your views, Julian? What is missing from a marketing strategy perspective right now in the crypto industry?
Good question. Maybe less trading and marketing, more inspiring marketing, or something more open to everyone. Because for the moment it's trading, pump, dump, trading, and that's it. I think we need more things all people can understand. My parents don't understand trading, but they want to buy crypto.
Yeah.
So and the UX is interesting also. We need UX easy to use. also my parents need to buy the easiest way.
And just following that very good answer is not just dropping figures and numbers, but also explain what that figure means.
Yeah.
Not, okay, Ephraim Foundation's in trouble, 60% liquidation, and then
and the flag and the
borrow against $10 million. Okay, yes, it's a lot of numbers and figures. What does that actually mean? So we can't drop 15% today, but why? What kind of scenario could cause that in correlation of Ethereum dropping 25%? Why? It's good to have price prediction and nobody knows the future, but it would be good to explain the mindset, the thoughts behind that, and also to connect the dots so that the community is here not only just for the pump and dump, as what you said, but is to understand how this financial vehicle that can be applied on daily use can impact our life in a better way. So that why do we have to pay attention to certain politics? Or why do we especially pay attention to regulations? And how does regulations impact certain market movement? And what's the reason behind, and why does these regulations decisions make, and what could happen because of that? So there are so many things that we can learn with the market other than just making money is just a part of it. The currency rule and system is just a very small part of it.
Yeah, I agree about the thing you said. Like we're all in this rabbit hole, and we say a lot of buzzwords and things we understand, but it's very hard to step back out of it and say it in a very easy way. That's with real use cases, and it's not easy. You have this industry problem that we
Yes, it's not easy. Words are difficult. All the Web3 world, like France, like pump and dump, like whatever. There's so many. We have our own word to use.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like it's also a part of our responsibility. I've been in the space not so long compared to you guys, OG crypto. I've been just more than 3 years and a half, but I already feel it's definitely a part of my responsibility to have a long-term vision, educate the users. There are certain things, activity that we do not do as a media, certain clients that we do not accept. There are certain projects that we have to vet personally, one by one, regardless. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of research we have to do. But because we spent more than 7 years building the community of being crypto, that we still are thriving today globally with 20 language domains. It's a part of our responsibility, making sure they're getting the information in a reliable source, that they can invest. If we recommend certain projects, working with certain brands, that they can actually feel safe to invest, not that, okay, they wake up one day, owner's in jail, or they have a lawsuit, or project just disappeared after 3 months and the website just kind of gone missing. So it's the least we can do. We can't change everything, but it's at least something that within our community, something that we can safeguard for it. And we do it on a daily basis, apply that, vetting our content, vetting if it's ChatGPT written, vetting if it's AI translated, vetting that do they have serious backings, vetting if the profile is real, and if the people are working. If the company had to close down, we need to take off all the content that is being published on our website. So I think everybody in the community has some way to contribute to that, so that to make it into something more sustainable.
Yeah. Ensuring quality is key to maintaining trust and gaining trust. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what advice, Gilles, would you have to exchanges to really engage with grassroots communities? What can we do better?
Yeah, I think a lot of focus in the marketing of exchanges is very top down. They do a lot of marketing, big hype. But I think the way to go is bottom up with engaging with the local communities.
Yeah.
Some practical examples would be like micro grants to do an event. Make content very local. It doesn't have to be the big KOLs, but just some guys who are doing something like a meetup with only 10 people, for example. But that's a way you create real ambassadors, and those are the people that really go around and help their grandparents to set up a wallet and do an onboarding and give them some first crypto, and I think that's the way to go.
Crypto grandma.
Yeah, that's
crypto
really
grandma.
really good practical advice. Any additions from you?
Yeah, we want to organize a meetup to onboard the people, more people.
Yeah, I think really pulling on local expertise and
Yes, necessary.
having a strong local presence, engaging in local communities is really the key to.
Yeah, we have to walk the hand in the hands.
Yeah. What about user retention? What tools can we be using to ensure better user retention and less frustration by customers and less confusion? Having a usable interface. How do we better improve ourselves to ensure better user retention? Over
Good
to you, Gilles,
interface,
Yeah.
maybe. Like
Yeah.
I said before, no, I talk about the UX of the application. So I think it's very important. Maybe a video of how to use it. It's also important. Maybe tutorial. I don't know. What do you think?
I was. It's not long ago. I was helping a friend with setting up his account on OKX, and I saw they integrated like the It's Me, and It's Me is
Awesome. I did it. I created a new account last night just to try the It's Me option.
Yeah.
And in 1 minute, I have my account.
I don't know if
1
you know
minute.
what It's Me is, but it's
Yes, sorry.
yeah,
What is It's Me?
Is it only in Belgium, or? But it's a way to verify with banking accounts and things like that. And people in general are used to using It's Me. But I remember like more than a year ago when you onboard someone on an exchange, it was really a hassle to do like the KYC, and most people stop there. They download the app and then this is too much work. They stop. With It's Me, it was like this is very fast and a good onboarding. So
Simplifying the process.
simplifying the
Yeah.
onboarding
Yeah.
and
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like crypto has been adapting. The adaptability is like insane speed. I think it's like, I would say, the fastest speed of adaptation among the entire human history. I would say 130% per year. The adaptive. It's never seen before how it's already in the most mainstream payment transaction. Like you can just connect with your Apple wallet and you can pay everywhere you go in any currency you want. At least that's how I'm doing it at the moment. It's a lot of convenient features that is constantly launching in terms of globalization. I feel that's one of the financial vehicle that's doing a really good job, including what you say, gamification, making things that's really easy to understand. So before, if you want to go into traditional financial industry, funds, bonds, index funds, ETF, you got derivative, arbitrage. It's so complicated. What do you do? Which one do you go for? What kind of dollars? Japanese dollars, Chinese dollars? But now you can buy like a fraction of Bitcoin and then you leave it in a cold wallet, and after 2 years you take it out and you sell it. Okay, grandma can also invest in finance. It's very straightforward. There's very complex way to do it. Obviously, futures, options, but also there's very simple ways to do it. And you don't really need to have the entire master degree, bachelor degree of finance, economic, business degree to understand the risks, limitations, and there's multiple different ways to do dual investments, earn staking, yield, interest. So yeah, you can just basically do nothing. There's also like your money can accumulate. So
There's something for everyone.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
financial inclusion, I think, is
so
key. Yeah.
that is more than just meme coins and KOLs and YouTuber.
Yeah.
There's something more than that.
And that brings me to my next question. What about social media platforms? What role do they have in empowering, grassroots communities in the crypto space? Are they a good influence? Are they a bad influence? Are they?
That depends. Yeah, for me, for my community, we use Telegram to communicate, to share information, to share passion, to share everything we can share. But with I don't know what the name is in English but in French it's bienveillance. It's so to take care of someone. We need to take care of of us, because we are in the middle of nowhere, and we have to help us and to take care of us. So yeah, Telegram is a good, and for me, X also is a good platform to communicate. Yeah. But you have to select what you read.
Be selective, yeah. Gilles, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think for us, we started on Discord, and we moved to Telegram. But I feel that a strong community is also a little bit platform independent and social media independent, and that the real vehicle behind it is IRL, that you really get connections on these events you organize, and yeah, you see the same people in the same events, and you're not really a community, but you know each other, and then it becomes a community, and then.
So social media is good, but real life connections better.
It's better, yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I think it's a very cool marketing strategy to invest in these IRL events. Like it doesn't have to be the big events, but just
the meaningful impact. Yeah,
meaningful events.
Yeah, and how about you? Any thoughts on that?
I feel like it's about overloading the information. It's too many information, but about selecting the right ones, the ones
filtering.
You're being selective on the right channel, for example, Discord or mostly Telegram, that we don't have to go to like 10 different options. But obviously there are different localization in terms of communities, that Korean ones and Chinese ones, that we have our own. Obviously, I'm sure European, like Benelux, that you have your own. So being in touch with the global community on social media platform, that's selecting information that is good for you to know, but as well as being in touch with the localized ones to understand, and also have at least double, a better triple reference of reliability. A different source of information would be very good to have. We are in a time that having way too many choices. It's also good or bad, but just have to use it in our advantage.
Information overload, So focus on tailored and bespoke communications on social media, and it can be a positive educational tool for customers.
And also talking with the community and just verified.
Exactly. Verification is absolutely key.
Exactly.
And so we just have a few minutes left, but with our final few minutes, what would you like to see happen in the next year or two within your communities? What would be on your wish list?
For my communities? I would like more, maybe the community could become a DAO. And I want to vote from them. I don't want to choose all the time, because I don't know. For example, I don't know if he's a good guy. I don't know. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Now I need to verify. So I want to ask my community to check if this guy is okay. So this year I want to do that with them.
Yeah, fantastic.
Interesting.
Yeah, and how about you?
I would say,
what does the next year hold?
Yes, so talk from a media point of view is working more in depth on the localization, because we always have different native journalists working globally in different regions that speaks English, also their mother tongues, and then we're working on strengthening the community in different languages. Our website has already 20 languages, but our social media, who's dedicated to that specific language, is only maybe 6 or 7 different of them. So we're working on strengthening them, growing the community on each different language and regions, and doing a lot of podcasts with different industry leaders, big or small, on different topics, so that everybody can join in and listen or leave anytime they want. And just having informations, interactions is very important, is key.
If you need help for the French part,
definitely both parts, Flemish and French.
Flemish and French. You've got every base covered here. And what about you, Gilles? Any parting thoughts for us?
Yeah, one thing I really like about communities is when you hear the stories about people that met each other within a community and then built something out together. And that's something. Yeah, that's a very good drive for me. Like hearing these things, and I feel there is some momentum again in all these communities. And it's always nice to see. Okay, these guys met on this small event, and build a very cool company out of it. So I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The next years.
There's something that I also really like being in Web3 that is very, very different than all the other industry that I used to be in, talking about tech and traditional finance, is really about helping each other here. It's
Yes.
about not just, okay, I come from this country, I speak this language, but everybody is, okay, we know we're different, but it doesn't matter where you come from. We have the same vision, we have the same value, we have the same belief, we have the same hope of how the system could be better and more free and more open and transparent for all of us living in this planet. And that's not only is translated in smaller community like meetups, like what you guys do, sharing information, helping out each other. And I really like that way of working together, because it's not really about already competing with each other. It's about the adaptation of the market, obviously launching regulation, Mika launching and everything. And about building the community and grow the community so everybody benefits from the pie, not just, so we have a small pie, let's get most of the pie and get out of everyone. It's about growing the pie together so everybody grow at the same time. And it's the same thing when a certain of our partner encounters a certain issue, we just come in and help out when we can. So I really like this way of working together, and it's not only on an individual level, but it's also on a user level and a corporate level. So we hope this is something that we can keep.
I think
totally agree.
I think it's very, very interesting, and I think it's very important to, that players understand the importance of maintaining the ecosystem and protecting the ecosystem and ensuring its integrity. We all have to gain from that. So yeah, I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you so much, everyone. That has been really insightful and really interesting to hear your thoughts. And hopefully we'll get another chance to podcast again soon. But in the meantime, safe travels back from Malta.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeanette.